Welcome. This is Monty once again from DPL Surveillance Equipment. We're a full-service surveillance and security equipment company. We have lifetime guarantees and warranties on all the products. We have 24/7, 365 tech sales and customer support. We have the largest video library where you can peruse the library and view the demonstration videos where we demonstrate the trackers, the GPS tracking devices, the bug detectors, the X-ray baggage scanners, narcotics detectors, explosive detectors, nanny cameras, audio, voice recorders, digital, video, and voice recorders, all sorts of devices, surveillance and security equipment, spy gadgets, you name it. We're demonstrating how they look, how they work, etc., in the video library. In the articles directory, we have a humongous number of articles where we talk about counter surveillance, spy phone, cell phone detection and prevention and interception, GPS jammers and blockers. We talk about electronic harassment, targeted individuals, etc. If you have any questions regarding any of those products, or you just want to talk about the layaway plan, our layaway plan, our rental program, otherwise used as a rent-to-own or try-before-you-buy type of program. We have those available as well. And we have also, in addition to all of that, just a dedicated number of experts who know surveillance and security from the ground up. And we'll be able to help you resolve your surveillance and security equipment needs. This particular podcast today revolves around the idea that in the banking sector, I'm reading a lot about, because we study cybersecurity and threats all over the planet, and I'm reading a lot about cybersecurity related issues. And that's our cat, Lazy Bones, in the background. He's meowing. He wants me to feed him. But yeah, reading about a lot of cybersecurity related issues. And there's a number of issues specifically around the banking sector. And in the banking sector, I'm going to give you guys some of my ideas in terms of what I think could help resolve security-related issues in the banking sector, because the hackers are taking advantage of hacking into accounts left and right and stealing millions and millions of dollars. Some of this gets published in the papers and online and all of that, but a lot of times you don't hear about the damage that's being done in the banking sector. Some of my ideas are such. These are some of the ideas. The consumers need to stop being so naive and complacent when it comes to their own security efforts that you guys are implementing. Okay? If a bank doesn't offer two-factor authentication, you need to ask them to implement that. Two-factor authentication simply means when I sign into my account, I want a few extra steps. I want that bank to send me a PIN code, an alert or something where I have an additional step, something where I enter in an additional series of numbers, 4, 6, 8 numbers, letters, something sent to my cell phone, for instance, or somewhere where if it was a hacker, he or she would have to go through a few extra steps. So two-factor authentication should be a requirement, not an option, but a requirement. In addition to that, we need to have various alerts set up, okay, as a condition of setting up the account. You consumers out there with your banks, you need to set up alerts that go off and tell you that someone has charged a certain amount of money to your account, transferred some money into the account, out of the account, or the bank or your deposit has reached a certain level, dropped to a certain point, checks have been cleared, not cleared, foreign transactions, excuse me, to make a little noise, foreign transactions have been posted to the account or something. Okay? So, again, those alerts come in handy, and a lot of banks offer them, but I don't think a lot of consumers actually implement them. And see, the banks are so fucking stupid, they need to actually charge people more for not having these alerts set up. In other words, as a condition of setting up, the terms and conditions should state, if you have alerts set up, if you're doing all the necessary things, we'll reward you. We'll give you a certain amount of financial incentive, put a few bucks into your account, give you extra rewards, points, or something as a reward for you to set up the alerts and take the extra precautions, okay? So in other words, you incentivize the customers, okay? You stupid fucking bankers out there. You incentivize your customers to do the things you want them to do, and you de-incentivize them for doing the things that they shouldn't be doing, okay? It's a two-way street. Reward them for taking an extra interest in the accounts and penalize them for not implementing security protocols and doing the things that they need to be doing to make those accounts more secure, to make the banking experience better. And look, banks, don't be so fucking scared of friction. Friction, you guys, means that if I have to take a few extra precautions to get into my account, to access my banking, checking account, savings account, so what, okay? That means the hackers also are going to have to take a few extra steps. So there's nothing wrong with friction. Everybody thinks friction in the financial sector is a bad word. It's not a fucking bad word, okay? It simply means that I'm going to take a few extra steps to get into my account. You take more steps when you get into your fucking Yahoo or your Facebook account than with your banking account, okay? It's fucking ridiculous, okay? So understand, friction is not a dirty word. Set up a few steps so that if a hacker wants to get into your checking account, savings account, whatever, they need to take a few steps. Two-factor authentication, alerts, phone calls, something. When you go to a gas station and get gas, set up the account with your credit card.